Hello, my name is Mario Marcel Salas, and we're calling this press conference today concerned about the proposition on the San Antonio City Council election for May 1st, and that is ballot Proposition B, to remove the San Antonio Police Officers Association ability to protect bad cops. It is a civil and human rights issue. It has been brought to the attention of this coalition that numerous attempts to discredit and harass members of fixed SAPD have been made in San Antonio against petitioners who gathered signatures to remove Chapter 174 and a ballot measure that will appear before the voters on May the 1st, with early voting beginning April 19th. As you know, the right of the people to peacefully assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances is enshrined in the First Amendment to the Constitution of the United States, which this coalition fully supports. The requisite 20,000 valid signatures of registered voters and citizens on the ballot referendum were certified by the City of San Antonio. Nevertheless, civil rights leaders, petitioners, and nonviolent volunteers are gravely concerned about the harassment and threats by persons identifying themselves as San Antonio police officers or who are wearing clothes with SAPD patches or those of related organizations such as the San Antonio Police Officers Association or the Texas Freedom Force. The FBI has identified the Texas Freedom Force as an extremist militia and has arrested a member in Dallas for their participation in the Capitol riot. Now that the petition has been certified, we have begun our support for this effort, but many of the nonviolent petitioners, volunteers, and supporters have informed us that they have been followed and sometimes stopped and falsely accused of misrepresenting the purpose of the voter turnout effort to the citizens. We are very concerned because of the harassment, intimidation, tactics, and false statements by the Police Officers Association appear to be increasing. We are concerned that members of racist groups, vigilante groups, and racially biased officers who are in the local police forces, whether it be county or city, have abused their privilege as police officers. One officer, by the way, repeatedly used the N-word and was never disciplined as a result of the contract that protects bad officers. In addition, the San Antonio Police Officers Association has made numerous false statements that claim those seeking justice and accountability are anti-police. On the contrary, those of us with police officers in our families know how important it is to get rid of bad cops. Moreover, the Police Officers Association is using leaflets that attempt to characterize support for getting rid of an association that protects bad cops in another city. And I will show you the evidence of that. This particular leaflet is being placed on doorsteps, and as you can see, it first of all has a black person with a defund mask on, when this coalition and Fix SAPD said they do not support the term defund. Worse than that is at the bottom of this particular leaflet, when they are showing a riot taking place and someone graffitiing the wall with some very violent, ugly message, and this leaflet is being used to make people think that we have something to do with this. This is total hogwash on the part of the Police Officers Association, and something that people need to be aware of. It's a total lie, to make a long story short. What they should be more concerned about are the officers who have been fired from the police officers, from the San Antonio Police Department, and because they have a contract that protects them, and then are rehired either within the city of San Antonio or rehired by another city like Leon Valley, for example. These problems are really out of hand. Therefore, we are very much concerned about that leaflet that projects a false image of those who are seeking redress guaranteed by the Constitution and are somehow trying to get rid of police. We are not trying to get rid of police. We support good officers, but the union contract that they have keeps bad officers on the force. These lies are reminiscent of the old Ku Klux Klan style propaganda used to thwart the civil rights movement. Therefore, we are asking for an FBI investigation of SAPD officers that have engaged in abuse, intimidation, and racist acts and have gone unpunished or under the radar because of a contract enforced by the San Antonio Police Officers Association. With this police association, our community is not safe because bad officers are allowed to stay on the street and are never even brought up on charges or referred to the district attorney for prosecution. This request to the FBI comes with data that shows that there is a pattern of large numbers of unarmed people being killed, meaning they didn't have a gun, they didn't have a knife, they didn't have a stick, a brick, or anything, and many of whom were shot in the back. The contract in effect between the City of San Antonio and the Police Officers Association is one that is used to perpetuate human and civil rights violations. We thank members of the media for attending our press conference.